Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Please take a second or two and subscribe to our channel so that we can grow together. To all our subscribers, allow me to thank you in a very special way. Unless something happens between now and 2027, William Samuel Ruto is a one-term president. Of late, you have seen how very precarious Ruto's events have become. People have decided that they will no longer wait. They are either heckling William Ruto allies or heckling him, either before he starts his speech or in the middle of the speech. In fact, for the last three events that William Ruto has conducted, in Nyahururu, it was a lukewarm reception. People did not even want to attend that meeting until the police and the area local administration rallied people and whipped them to go and attend that event. It is always the affordable housing, and he is always on a campaign trail trying to defend his affordable housing, the NHIF, why he's in trouble why he's threatening the judiciary and all this. Then he was in Nakuru, where Governor Susan Kihika was heckled, humiliated, and shut down. And the question that many are asking, when your governor that you campaigned for and requested people to vote for, because in an election, William Ruto had said that he wanted UDA from the MCA to the Member of Parliament, to Women Rep, to Senate, Governor, and the presidency. There were 6 ballot papers that people were given. And when your ally and the leader that you campaigned for is being heckled, I'm tempted to think that you are the one who is also being heckled, because the governor or the leader is trying to defend you against the onslaught from the Law Society of Kenya and from the opposition. So yesterday, again, William Ruto was in Kitale. And the same script, only that the actors are different. But I dare say that the actors are the same. They are the hustlers. People who listened to William Ruto, some of them did not vote for him, but some voted for him because he had promised them quite a lot. Now they are tired and they are not hiding their frustration. Now the one in Kitale was really caught my attention, because even before he started speaking, when one of the leaders took over, they heckle him. You see, where a president is, because he's the guest of honor, he's the senior most politician there, the senior most leader, people would spare the leader because of the respect that they have for Ruto. But when you see them charged, and you know, when they are rejecting him, wengine hata wanasema wewe, it tells you there is something is missing. This heckling was uniform. You know, when you see people heckling a leader and they are crowded in a particular place, and the other areas of the crowd are quiet, then you definitely would conclude that maybe these were people who are paid or someone organized for them to heckle the leader who is on board. But the heckling, if you can see there, it was uniform all over. And this tells you that the crowd was charged. They didn't want to listen to that leader there. You see, all these leaders are defending William Ruto. The high taxes, why people should pay the housing levy, the affordable houses. And when you see the affordable houses, I've always said that it is like robbing Jack to enrich Paul. Why? The employees are crying for that they don't want to pay this housing levy that has been forced on them. The employers are also saying that it's becoming untenable for them to pay part of the levy because the employee will pay 1.1%, I think, 1.15. Then the employer will also do the same. And others are saying that we already built our houses and we are comfortable with them. Then why force us to pay another levy to get more houses? Some have got ancestral, houses they inherited. Others have built. Now the government is very indiscriminate on this. They don't look at, have you built your own house? Have you inherited one from your parents? All they do is to force you to pay. And the explanation is one that they want the hustlers to own houses. So you wonder, it is in the constitution that the government should provide, clean water and affordable housing and food and all this. But the argument is it should not be forced on people, and it should not also be used to intimidate others. So people are very tired about the president. His agenda, because he has decided that this is going to be the campaign tool for him. He has choreographed a narrative which is the same as the one he used during the 2022 campaigns. It was the hustlers against the dynasty. And this one here is now the hustlers against the rich, because he's telling them that the rich have gone to court to frustrate his development agenda, that the rich do not want to pay the housing levy so that they can deny the poor, the slum dwellers, a chance to own houses. When you campaign on a platform of lies, it becomes very difficult for you to maintain your presidency without all these lies. And the ground is shifting. People are beginning to send a coded message to Ruto. We don't want you plus your leaders. And this is why I'm saying that William Ruto should be a worried man. The places that really received him well, with jubilation and songs of praise, the people who called themselves hustlers, people who had got hope and faith in William Ruto, they have given him enough time. It was immediately, nikiweka Biblia chini, nitahakikisha bei ya gharama ya maisha itarudi chini. Then it was 100 days, then it was 6 months, then 1 year. Then now it is, we inherited a dilapidated economy. Uhuru is trying to sabotage our agenda. Now we want to form a commission of inquiry. And people are asking, you were part of that government and you knew that things were going, you knew the kind of government that you were inheriting. You were part of it. You never once complained when you were taking salary as a deputy president that things were wrong. In fact, at some point, Ruto defended the loans that they were taking, and he chided the opposition for speaking against it. The ground is becoming very slippery for him because the people have woken up. You cannot deceive all the people all the times. You can only do it up to a particular moment. You can only deceive some people. And William Ruto's eager to inherit Raila's constituency is becoming very difficult. In fact, in Trans Nzoia, William Ruto took the most of the MCS, the member of parliament, the Senate. It is only Governor Natembeya that pronounced himself undisputedly on DAP. But all the other seats were taken by UDA. It means this is an area that was infiltrated. They had faith in Ruto. For them to come out and they are now heckling, it means there's a problem with William Ruto. And people have refused. I'm saying that if something is not done, then Ruto is a one-term president. People have pronounced themselves on this. And it is going to be very difficult for William Ruto. And it is not only him, the governors, the MCAs, those who are defending William Ruto are going to find it very difficult with the people, because even as they speak about this, Kenyans need food more than they need housing today. If you do an opinion poll and you ask people, do you need food or shelter? They will tell you, we need food. Even in the hierarchy of the human needs, food comes first. I think, and clothing, then shelter. So before you start forcing people with some shelter that people believe you are getting from, you need to give them food first. This kind of heckling is becoming very rampant, and William Ruto is getting used to it. Wherever he goes, people must heckle, people must shut him down, the leaders around him, they don't want to hear him, because they know you can predict what William Ruto is about to say. Tumetenga, tunataka kujenga soko hapa, kuna watu ambao wako na kiburi, wanataka kusabotage hii plan yangu, the course and all these things. And people are not stupid. They are reading between the lines and they know that the plans are not working. Imekata kabisa. And this is why I'm saying that Ruto's goose is cooked and the die is cast. He doesn't have a chance. In fact, in 2027, even rigging, if there will be any attempt of rigging, it is going to be very difficult for him, because you can only have your way when you have a majority and you have you create a perception that people are with you. But with this kind of heckling, it is really exposing Ruto, the unpopularity, the illegitimate kind of leadership that he has, because people have rejected him. Many leaders are now afraid of working with him, except those who are in his pocket like Kimani Ichung'wah, Ndindi Nyoro, because they fear being heckled. When you are heckled, you are being exposed. The question that people are asking, are they being heckled in their individual capacity, or it is William Ruto? It is William Ruto. These people are just collateral damage, because for you to be heckled in front of Ruto, it means you are trying to defend him. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, things are getting tougher. William Ruto has been pushed to the wall, and Kenyans have decided to pronounce themselves in no uncertain terms. They don't want. If you compare to what is happening to him and what is happening to Raila, Raila is receiving massive reception, massive support from the areas where he is. And 2027 might be a game changer.